Hi everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up from Hamilton, Ohio. I'm here to bring you a fun fold card today, but before I do that, I want to let you know that our online exclusive has went live today, so you'll be able to see them at in the stamping store. You can go to my stamping store, which is ritaholmes.stampinup.net, and you'll be able to shop there and see all of the new stuff. There's quite a bit. They got some really cute stuff. I'm going to use one of the stamp sets today. But before I get to that, I want to tell you I do have a November special out, and I'm going to turn my camera to tell you about that, and we'll get started on our card. I was looking to see if there's anything else, but I think that's it. So let's just turn the camera, and we'll turn it down, and let me focus my computer page to that and make sure this is what we're going to be doing. First off, I'll tell you that here's my PDF. You can get that on my Facebook group called Stamp Crazy VIP. I have all of my PDFs in the files there. And then here is the card we're going to be doing. It's right here, and it's using a set called Fluffiest Friends. But before I tell you all about that, I do want to tell you about my November special, which is if you spend $35 with me using the host code, which is right here, by November 20th, you'll get the supplies, excluding stamped images, of course, to make 4 Christmas cards. And this is one of them, and it could be a variety of papers. This is 2 of the papers that's in that set. I'll be using that. And then this card here, which, and this is just different ones I did, you know, just wherever you place your paper actually is what shows in the card. But anyway, you'll be getting all of that, the die cuts and everything, and the PDFs on how to do these. I did do a video. If you didn't see it, you can, it's on my YouTube channel, and it's called my November 2023 special. If you want to go watch it and see the cards being made, you can do that. So that's my special, and this is what I said is from a new set that came out today in the online specials called Fluffiest Friends, which is right here, and it is such a cute set. We have a rabbit, a bird, a beaver, a cat, a bear, and I don't know if he's a hamster or a mouse. See his little feet? Looks like little hamster feet to me, if you've ever had hamsters. I've also am using the So Sincere stamp set, which is in the mini catalog. I'm using the Happy Birthday and Hope Your Day is a Happy One. We'll be using those sayings. Here is the dies for the Fluffiest Friends, and we'll be using the bear die out of here. But there's all kinds of dies in there to use, which is nice. And the paper I'm using is from, well, let me tell you the other 2 stamp sets, or die sets that I'm using for the circles. I'm using the Stylish Shapes. I'm using the largest circle for the white. And then the Poppy Parade color is the deckled circles. And I started at the top and counted down to number 8. And that's what I used, was the 8th circle from the largest. And then I used the Garden Walk paper that's in the mini catalog, which I love. And here are some of them. I'm using so much of them. But these are some of the papers that are in here. And it's in the mini catalog. It's a very good paper to use. So we will get started on our bear. Let me get my stuff that I cut out here. Oh, I forgot I need a circle. Oh, I forgot. Let me get a piece of paper to cut a circle. Because I actually, making my other video, I messed it up. So that's why I have to make another one. So let's just get out a piece of cardstock here and get ready to do that. Didn't cut that real straight, but I don't think that matters, does it? Okay, so here we are. We're going to be using these colors here, but we're making the same card. I'm going to scoot it over. Here's my host code in my online store. If you need that, I will actually put that right here for right now to where you can see it while I sort out my papers. So what we're using is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, and it is scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And it is an accordion fold, so you're going to fold that in half, give that a crease, and then we're going to fold this one back and give that a crease. And that's our card, okay? So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and glue our pieces together, and we'll get all this out of the way, all this little stuff. These are cut 2 1/2 by 4. These are 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So let me glue these real quick. One. Now let's do the other. I think I'm running out of, running out of glue, but I'm also getting it all over the table, which is not good. And I got it high on that piece of paper, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and scoot it up, and that will get that glob of glue. It's not so globby anymore. We'll just put that up. And then we're going to glue this one, which is 5 1/4 by, this is 5 1/4 by 4, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. So let's glue this down. I'm going to go ahead and glue these onto our card base. I'll start with the biggest one. We'll go ahead and glue that down. Whoa. Had air bubble in it, I heard. So we're going to add that into our card. Got a little bit of glue there. I'm going to get my glue eraser. In the floor. That was nice. Oh, I got glue on my finger. There we go. Goodness gracious. What a day, what a day. So let's go ahead and glue our panels in. Here's one of them. I love these colors. I think they look, it's Calypso Coral and Garden Green is what we are using. So there we go. And that is our card, basically. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that. And we'll set that to the side. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on a circle that I've already got cut, I'm going to stamp our bear. So let's stamp him right on here. sure I get his paws really good and dark. There we go. So what I'm going to do with that, since his arm is not real dark, I got a marker. And I'm just going to go over that a little with some black. Just to make it a little bit darker. I think I'll do his foot too. It's always nice to have a really thin black pen. This is a Micron 03. I use it a lot to, when I stamp and the image isn't as crisp as I want it, I will get out my pen and use it. I'm going to go ahead too, and I'm going to stamp my happy birthday on here. And it's a thin, the words are really thin. So I'm going to make sure I don't get ink onto the sides of it, because I'm going to rock it a little bit just to make sure I get my words on there really good. Yeah, there we go. Get the alphabet on there where it's really dark. And we're going to set that to the side to use a little bit later. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in the little embossing machine right here. We're going to cut our bear out, and while we cut our bear out, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the circle that I need, because I messed up on my last video and I borrowed the circle from there. I meant to cut one out before I started this video, and I did not. So I want to get my stylish dies out and get my largest circle. And that's what we're going to use on the white. So let's put our plates down. We got plate 1 and 2. And then I will take this circle. I think it fits on here, I hope. Yep, it does. And we're going to cut that out real quick. My machine likes to squeak sometimes. Hear it? Sounds like a little mouse or something. So there that is. And we can put this back up. That's why I like to use these magnetic boards. I can, sheets. I can go ahead and put that back on there and it sticks, and I don't have to worry about losing it, which I do quite often. Now let's bring this back over here, and we're going to bring our bear in from our Fluffiest Friends dies. We will bring in the bear. We're going to lay that here, and I am going to I think I'm going to stand up so I can see it better. Get it right where I want it. And get it off my finger. There we go. Hold that with my finger as I push it through till I get it started. And then we can just put this back up. We don't need it. Put those up, and there we have our bear, and we have our negative piece. And we're going to be using that negative piece. And what I'm going to do is bring in a piece of scrap paper. We're going to do this first so it can dry. I'm going to bring in my water pen and my garden green ink. And I have a piece of napkin right here. So I'll be using that. So I'm just going to get some ink on there. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to brush it we got some grass on there. That's all we wanted, was a little bit of grass. I'll go ahead and close the garden green so I don't make a mess. We're going to bring in the flower stamp and the Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp a flower right here. And a flower up here. And there we go. And I did want that ink back out. I forgot I'm going to do my leaves with the ink, with the green ink. So let's do that one more time. Just open this up. And I'm just going to use it on the leaves. I'm not going to, and I'm just barely going to cover it. Just to give it a hint of color. Doesn't have to be dark. There we go. We got our leaves done. And while we got that out, well, come on. There we go. While we got that out, I'm going to get my Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to take the light Calypso Coral, and I'm going to just color my flowers. I love to color. How about you guys? Do you like to color? I love it. And then I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight, the darker one, and I'm going to color these centers, and they'll brighten up a little bit. So that piece is done. Well, that doesn't want to shut. There we go. So what I'm going to do, we're going to color this bear. I have a lot of colors here, so bear with me. First of all, I'm going to take this darkest color, which is number 100. These are the skin tone colors. And I'm just going to make some marks where these marks are on the, because that, when you see these, the little lines, the shading lines, that's usually where you want to color your darkest color. So we have some dark color on there. Then we're going to take the next color and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to fill in places where you can bring that out a little bit so you can have some shading. And I'll show you how I do my shading. Everybody does it different. Okay. Bring this color right here, and this is going to be what I'm going to blend. And when I do this, I am going to go in a circular motion, because what that does is it rejuvenates the colors you've already got down on there, and it'll make them blend. It wets them again, and they blend really easy. So I just do a circular motion in there to get all that. Now out here, I kind of want it splotchy looking, so I'm not going to just do if you can see where that's. foot. Let's go around the pads of his feet. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do that some more, make sure I got that well blended. I like to blend my colors to where they don't look like there's just brush strokes in there. So that's why the circular motion, it helps not get brush strokes and also blends that in. Now I'm just going to bring this out. Do the same with his arm or his paw, whatever you want to call it. Looks like an arm right now the way he's sitting. Let's do his foot down here. A lot of dark down here, so we need to blend that. And don't worry about it getting too dark, because I'm going to show you a way to handle that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go around his ear, because I want to leave that open. I'm going to blend this that's on his face. Go around this ear also. And then blend all of this. And we're going to blend over here too. But we don't want to get it all over him. So we have to be a little bit careful. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do that to blend a lighter color. Okay, see how dark he is right now? We're going to lighten him up in a minute. I'm going to take Petal Pink, is the color, light Petal Pink. I'm going to color in his ears. Give that some color. And before I go on with that, I'm going to take this, it's number 700. And I'm going to like blend my bear nose because it's a little bit lighter than the other color. Probably won't do anything, but I'm just kind of adding some more color into him. And I am going to take the Petal Pink again, and I'm going to color his little paws. Oh, I forgot to color his little hand over here. So let's color that. Almost forgot that. His little paw. What I'm going to do with the Petal Pink now is I want to lighten up around his face right here. So I'm just going to take, and you're going to see that lighten that as it dries. Can you tell how it's lightened it already? See how that's lightened it? And I'm going to take it to his fur. And I'm just going to and I'm not worried about getting it all colored because I want it to look kind of splotchy. And I really like the Petal Pink instead of the color lifter to do this. It doesn't lift the color off as much as it just lightens it. What I'm going to do face. If you can see when I bring him up, he kind of looks more furry because it's got a lot more dimension to it because of the different colors in there. So that's how I color my bear. Now let's do the, I'm not using the light and dark poppy parade. We're using Calypso Coral. And so I'm going to take on his basket or his honey pot. It's not a basket. And I'm going to add some dark. And then I'll come back in with the light. And I'll just blend this in. That's our honey pot. And I also take the light petal pink, and I just go over that just a little bit, and it'll highlight that some. We're going to bring in the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to bring in the dark first. And I'm going to color at the top of this honey that's spilling over. And then I'm going to bring in the light color. And I'm just going to blend the two in. So that's how you color him. And I'm going to bring in Wink of Stella. And I'm going to add that to the honey, so that honey kind of glistens. So let's put this together. What we're going to do first, we're going to take our little piece that we did here, and we are going to add it to our green deckled circle. Add this to the circle and make sure it's glued down good. And then we're going to take dimensionals and put on our bear. And I might have to add a few of them. So let's use what I have on here, and then we'll go from there. We're just going to cut some pieces, and we're going to use what we have. I like to use up all of this extra stuff around the sides. So let's put a piece right there. I want this to hold up a lot since it's going to be in the circle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these off so we can have our sticky side. I know it looks like I did overkill, and I did that for a reason. I want that bear to really stand up because we're going to hide it over this circle, or over his image. And so what I do is I line his foot up, and then I just kind of fit him in there where he goes. And he's popped up on his, and then you see a little shadow around him. Isn't that cute? So what we'll do next, we'll take him and we're going to put him right here on our card. So I just want to put glue on one side of this because I don't want it to stick to the card. So we're going to take and we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to open it up and make sure I didn't get glue over here. Okay. Then we're going to, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to lay it with the front side down around this garden green deckled color circle, because we're going to glue this to the inside of the card, and we want it to be where it's not seen until it's opened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that's where I want it before I shut my card. Then I'm just going to take my card really easy, make sure that doesn't move, and I'm going to just put it over and rub. So when I open it, there you don't see it, and then when we open it, there is our circle. And now we can rub that on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. And the reason it's easier to stamp after it's on here, because you can't see through it too well to put it down. So I like to do it this way. So let's stamp the "Hope Your Day is a Happy One." And we're going to take these little bees. So they're all inked. And I'm going to stamp them right here, and I'm going to rock them. Okay. So we have our bees. And I'm going to color them in just 1 second. Cover our stamp pad. Get our happy birthday out. And what I'm going to do with my happy birthday is I'm going to cut angles. Just going to put those down. And I'm going to take a piece of my dimensionals here, and I'm going to cut just a strip. And add that on here. And we'll go ahead and add that to the card. Happy birthday. Now let's get out this light yellow. And I'm just going to do the bodies of the bees. And then I'm going to take the wink of Stella and do the wings. Just make some glitter a little bit on the inside of the card. And there is our card. Isn't that cute? I didn't use any other embellishments because I thought this was enough with the circle, the bear popped out and all of that. But it says, "Happy birthday. Hope your day is a happy one." Love it. Love the papers. I mean, this whole set of papers is just wonderful. It's got a lot of pretty paper. Let me kind of move all the junk. And then bring in the other card. There we have it. We have 2 different ones, 2 different colors. The bear's the same. The pots and the flowers are different. And that is the cards. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you get this set and play with it because it's got the cutest animals to do all kinds of stuff with. But until the next time, I will be seeing you later. And don't forget, if you place a $35 order with me using my host code, which is right here, you can get the card kit to make 4 Christmas cards. Okay? Thank you guys, and you have a great day. Bye.